were in my favor. I had 'em 5-1. And that nag to win came around the track. Sure enough, we had won.
Well, throughout the first pitch at the White Sox game, it was a blast. It was awesome being down right on the field with 35,000 people there, you know. It was an experience not too many people get. We got there, we got to walk down on the field, go hang around for a while. They had given me a jersey, you know, they gave me the Thornton jerseys. So, you know, that was cool. They didn't have to get one made up. They already had me one ready to go. I got to be introduced to a couple of the players. I got to meet Matt Thornton. You know, I was able to talk to him for a while, watch him warm up, and pretty much, you know, just hung out for a while until it was time to throw out the first pitch. I was a little nervous, yeah, you know. You don't get to practice at all, you know. You don't get to throw any pitches, throw the ball at all, and, you know, I didn't practice, of course not, so, you know, the lady, she came and got me, and I'm ready. I went out there, and, you know, I was walking to the mound was, you know, it was pretty cool. And, you know, standing up on the mound, looking at the catcher, you know, getting ready to throw the first pitch. It was, you know, it's pretty neat. Everybody told me, they're like, aim high, make sure you don't throw it in the dirt. You don't want to bounce it in. Well, I didn't bounce it in, for sure. It was a little high, but that's all right, I got it there. You know, I was walking around, they're like, well, at least you didn't bounce it in, good throw. So yeah, that was my main concern, was definitely not bouncing it in. You don't want to throw it in the dirt, and apparently that's not a good thing to do. I mean, all your major league sports, you know, they're all the biggest, strongest guys that there is. Jockeys, we're compact. You know, we got to maintain our weight and make sure we're also the fittest and strongest we possibly can to, you know, to be able to ride the racehorses. In football, baseball, they want the strongest guys, try to knock the ball out of the park. You know, so they got to do a lot of exercise and a lot of weightlifting, lots of training. That way that they're the strongest and most prepared and most fit to do what they need to do. Riding racehorses, you got to do all that, but make sure your weight's still correct. Make sure you're still in that weight limit to be able to ride, because there's no such thing as a fat jockey. You use every muscle in your body to be able to maintain that position. You want to get as low as you can when you're riding to become part of the horse. Lots of people couldn't even get down in that position that we're in, standing on the ground for a minute and a half. Even those football players and baseball players, they got on a horse, they probably couldn't even hold them. So you gotta learn different ways and different techniques to be able to hold them. When those horses wanna run off, they will. There's nothing, I mean, none of us are strong enough, you know. You gotta learn to work with them, and you gotta learn to get along with them. There's lots of different things that can happen, so you gotta have excellent balance. You're up there above the horse with your feet barely in the irons, going 40 miles an hour. So it's not as easy as what most people might think. They also asked me to do one other thing. I danced on top of the dugout after the 5th inning. We were dancing for the burger. So I'm like, all right, I'll do it, you know, for sure, okay, like whatever. You know, because I'll pretty much do anything. This girl, you know, she comes and grabs me out of my seat, like the 5th inning. I get over there, I walk up, and my competition is 2 little girls. I was like, well, I'm gonna lose for sure. I got no shot. So I'm telling the girl, I'm like, how am I gonna dance against, how am I gonna win? There's no way, impossible. I'm gonna lose, for sure. She's like, don't worry about it. Just jump around, act like an idiot.
All right, then you choose. This is contestant number 1. Number 2. Or number 3. Congratulations, contestant number 3.
Well, it turns out that I won. No, it was my first White Sox game, and I'll definitely say that I'll be back. had a great time. We had awesome seats down the 3rd baseline, right on the 1st row. You know, you can lean right over the little rail, touch the grass, touch the field. We had some foul balls flying at us, so that was pretty cool. You know, it's like being in the game. You were right there. You know. everybody asks you about Cubs or Sox, Cubs or Sox. People get in fights. Like there's like bars by my house, so you go in there, like all the people that are Sox fans, and over here, and all the people are Cubs fans. Like segregation. Phil, my valet, he's like die-hard Cubs fan. Well, I never really was, you know, either one, but now I'm a Sox fan. So they gave me 2 Sox tickets, so I was real nice of them. Definitely gonna use those tickets. I'll be back at the game for sure.